Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 6 of Digital by Attention Media. Today on the podcast, we are talking Snapchat advertising. So here at the agency, we are right across all of the digital platforms, right? So we specialize in Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and most of these platforms all have an advertising component attached to them, right? That's how they generate revenue. That's how these platforms continue to enable us to use their services for free. Like literally, we sign up to an account and we do not have to pay to use that platform in an organic sense. But today we're talking all things Snapchat ads, so let's jump straight on in. Right, so the reason that we are talking about Snapchat today is it's actually very prominent at the moment because the team at Snapchat themselves have reached out and they're currently running a Snapchat ambassador program where they are looking for advertiser activations, right? They want people to try the Snapchat ads platform, test the Snapchat ads platform. For many people, they may not even realize that there is an advertising platform attached to Snapchat that you can log in and use, yourself for either your business, your personal brand, or whatever it might be. So here at Attention Media, we are a digital growth agency. We're very much focused on driving business growth and revenue through the digital platforms, through social media, and through paid advertising, right? So Facebook and Instagram, they form a really large part of the services that we offer to businesses and brands. But when we think about the top social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, all of these platforms have their own ads service, their own ad platform built onto the back end. So that's how they make revenue, right? Because we all sign up for our Facebook accounts, our Snapchat accounts, our Pinterest accounts, and it's free, right? Literally, we hand over our details and we can use the platform for free. So they have to be able to generate revenue somehow, and that revenue, for the most part, is generated through their advertising services, right? So it's advertisers, it's media buyers who are purchasing ad inventory, and that is how they drive revenue inside of the company. So circling back to Snapchat, this podcast is all about Snapchat because Snapchat have reached out to myself, and they've reached out to multiple other people around the country, around the world, as part of the Snapchat Ambassador Program to really work on providing more information and leveraging our businesses, our social media platforms in order to help them reach more people and build that brand awareness of the Snapchat advertising platform. So super excited to be talking about it today because not only do we love all things social media, right? It's not a relatively new platform, advertising platform, but it's one that probably doesn't get the attention that it deserves. The kind of up and coming ad platforms, right? So Facebook advertising has been around for many, many years, and most people would say that they've heard about Facebook advertising. When it comes to Snapchat advertising, probably not so much. But the really cool thing is that they are continuously improving the platform, right? They are, building out product suites. They are making the platform more accessible to small business owners, to influencers, to people who want to make the most of the platform, right? So basically today what we're going to do is just a bit of an overview of the Snapchat itself and Snapchat, the advertising platform. And we're also going to touch on the testing that we've been doing, the results that we've been seeing, and what we're going to do probably in 2 or 3 months' time. Once the ambassador program has been completed, we'll do a wrap up. We're going to go back. We're going to look at the results that we've been able to achieve, the results that some of our clients have been able to achieve, and really kind of do an end to end diagnosis or case study on Snapchat advertising. So very much looking forward to it. So diving straight in, some stats for Australia, right? Because we know that for this podcast and for our social media following, very heavily based in Australia, and Snapchat reaches 80% of 13 to 24-year-olds in Australia. So that's a pretty large number. And they reach 60% of 13 to 34-year-olds in Australia. So if you are looking at the younger demographic and trying to reach a younger demographic, Snapchat is a very good platform in order to be able to do that. However, there's a few things to think about because not all social media advertising is the same, okay? And what I mean by that is that people's psychology on the different platforms changes, right? Your psychology when you're using Facebook is different to the psychology that you have and your thought patterns when you're using Instagram. And again, it's different with Snapchat. Now, these are just some generalizations, but Snapchat is very much it's become a very personal one-to-one or one-to-group messaging platform, especially for the younger generations, in a way that it's kind of replaced text messaging, right? People are using Snapchat as their text messaging platform. They're using it to create snaps, send stories, keep people up to date, show people what's happening behind the scenes. So it really is a very strong platform for younger generations to communicate in and through, and to be able to tap into that is, priceless in some regards. So not only does Snapchat reach 80% of 13 to 25-year-olds, but it is also a great platform to drive brand awareness, to drive e-commerce, right? So to actually drive revenue. It's a very strong platform in the e-commerce game. We'll go into a little bit more of that in a minute. Some more stats here that I want to share with you on Snapchat. So there are, hang on 2 seconds. It is Gen Z influence household purchases, right? So they've got some stats here around the younger generation and how they influence purchasing decisions, right? So 92% of parents say that their children influence the purchase decisions at home, right? It all kind of makes sense. I've got some young kids myself, and they definitely have a say on what they would like, whether they're seeing, commercials, a new toy, whatever it might be. There's definitely a lot of influence. 63% of incremental sales come from households where only purchase influencers saw advertising. So we want to dive into when we're looking at advertising platforms, we really want to dive into the revenue growth opportunities, right? So when we're looking at millennials and Gen Z, another stat here from Snapchat is that millennials and Gen Z have over $1 trillion of direct spending power globally, right? So we are talking a worldwide approach here. We're looking globally, and the younger generations have such an influence and are going to have an increasing influence over revenue generation for businesses, right? Because they are getting older. They are a growing consumer base that is completely digital focused, right? They've grown up on digital, use social media platforms every single day. They're an integral part of life, and purchasing decisions are influenced by the social media platforms. So if we're looking at the longer picture of business and business growth, where are your future customers coming from, right? What type of apps, programs, devices are they using and spending their time on? And then where are they making purchasing decisions? It's all happening across social media, right? You can build brand awareness, you can bring people into your community, into your business, and you can drive revenue, you can drive purchasing decisions all through social media. And being able to tap into a platform that has the focus and has the use of the younger generations like Snapchat can play a very vital role in your future business growth. Now, as part of the Snapchat Ambassador Program, basically what that means is that for someone like myself who is currently in the platform running ads, testing, measuring, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, I can then provide that information to you guys, and we can also help you to try the platform yourself. So one of the perks with being an ambassador is that I'm able to provide you guys with some credit coupons, free credit coupons. So for myself, there's two different options. We have the option of spend $50 and get $150, or you can spend $250 and get $152 ad credit to your account. So if you are thinking about trying Facebook advertising, if you're thinking about trying Snapchat advertising, if you're thinking about getting into the world of paid advertising in general, being able to access the platform, being able to take advantage of a coupon, and being able to fire any questions or any concerns that you have at someone like myself during this period to help you get started is a great way to dive into the world of paid advertising and social media for your business or your brand. There's a few reasons why it really is a great time coming up to the end of the year to try Snapchat advertising. One is the fact that we are leading up to we're basically in it now, right? Mid-November, we're in the crazy Christmas frenzy. People are shopping, people are putting products on lay-by, people are doing research, comparing prices, all that sort of thing, right? And all of this is happening online more than ever this year because of COVID and the restrictions that are in place. So in order to tap into a younger market, in order to tap into new markets, to build brand awareness, to drive revenue growth, using Snapchat is a very lucrative opportunity at the moment, right? Because there is less competition in a sense as well. If we're comparing Facebook advertising to Snapchat advertising, there is more competition, there is more money being spent on Facebook than there is with Snapchat advertising right now. And as we head into the crazy periods with Black Friday, with Cyber Monday, with the Christmas sales that are coming up, competition increases. So at normal times, Facebook is a very competitive platform, even more so leading up to the Christmas period. So having a look at Snapchat at the moment as an advertising platform definitely has a lot of merit, because you're going to be able to reach audiences, reach new audiences, and do it in a cost-effective way. So that basically is the outline of the Snapchat Ambassador program, is that they are offering the free ad credit coupons, so you can take advantage of those. You can try out the platform for yourself, and I'm here to help, right? We're here to help you with your advertising, with any questions you've got, so you can reach out at any point in time if you want to do that. Now, basically, what I wanted to finish on today was inside of the Facebook ads platform. It looks very similar to a lot of the advertising platforms that are out there, right? So what can you expect if you were to decide, hey, we want to tap into that younger market, we want to try Snapchat advertising, we want to take advantage of those free ad coupons, then it is as simple as sending me a message. We can provide you with a link that will direct you to a landing page where you can select which coupon you would like to take advantage of. And then from there, it's diving into the ad platform itself. So you log in with your existing Snapchat ad account, or you create a Snapchat and you can log into the platform that way. And then on the back end, we then have the ability to create our advertising campaigns. One of the things that I love about the Snapchat advertising platform is that it is very user-friendly in a sense. If you've had any experience with Facebook advertising, you will find it very, very familiar in the layout of the platform. And if you haven't had any experience, again, it's very well laid out in the sense that you create your campaign, you create your ad set, you create your ads, and then you can publish those ads live. And it's a step-by-step process through that system. And it makes it very easy to work your way through, create your ads. Those ads will then go and get approved, and you can launch your campaigns from there. So what we are finding inside of the Snapchat ads platform is that we are getting very cost-effective CPMs, so cost per 1,000 people reached, and we're seeing anything from sub $1 to up to about the $2, $3 range is where most of our campaigns are sitting at the moment. Whereas if you compare that to a platform like Facebook, there's lots of reasons why this might vary, but on Facebook comparatively, if you're running e-com conversion campaigns, you're looking at $5 plus, and that will increase as we get closer to Christmas with CPMs, right? So $5. So literally much cheaper to reach your target audience on Snapchat at the moment, which makes it a very good platform to be advertising on. You also have the ability to take advantage of the Snapchat Pixel. So again, very similar to the Facebook Pixel, piece of invisible code that goes into the back end of your website so that you have the ability to cookie anybody who visits your website and then track them, remarket to them, and use that information around what they have been doing on your website, what products they've been looking at, to remarket to them, to retarget them with your Snapchat advertising. So again, super powerful, really allows you to cover all bases. If you're already running Facebook ads, combining that with a Snapchat ad strategy, combining that with other ad strategies so that you have an omnipresence across social media becomes a very powerful marketing tool and strategy for your business. So we're seeing some great results. E-commerce stores are seeing great results. And as I mentioned, we're going to spend the next sort of 3-month period really diving deep, testing out the platform, working with our clients that are utilizing Snapchat advertising to get the best results possible. And then at the end of that 3-month period, we're going to do a bit of a wrap up and a bit of a case study on what has been possible and what we have achieved, and do a bit of a deep dive into that. So that is the Snapchat Ambassador Program, guys. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help you. And if you want to take advantage of those free ad coupons, they only are available for a limited time. It's not going to be around forever. But again, let me know. We can send you a link to take advantage of that. And then more than happy to help you through the process of setting up your Snapchat advertising account. And guys, if you are still listening to this, what we would love you to do is to take a screenshot of yourself listening to this episode, upload that screenshot to Instagram, and tag us at Attention Media Agency so that we know you're listening and we can give you a bit of a shout out. We'd love to know who's listening to the show. And if you also are listening on Apple Podcasts, we would seriously appreciate a review, a rating and a review, an honest feedback. Just let us know. We'd love to know what your thoughts are on the show, and if there's any other topics that you would like us to cover in upcoming episodes as well, please do let us know. So that's it for another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. As we mentioned, we'd love to get your thoughts and feedback on this episode. You can do that by heading over to our Instagram at Attention Media Agency and letting us know what your thoughts. Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. We'd also love to know what you'd like us to talk about in upcoming episodes. So send us your topic ideas. We are always interested. And if you'd love to know more, head over to the website attentionmedia.com.au. That's all for now. We'll see you in the next episode.